And the next voice you hear after this little bit of music will be that of SOTU. Thank you, Josh. Here we go.
We have been talking recently about the fact that you are deep in an 18-and-a-half-year cycle, and 18 and a half years ago was 9/11 and what occurred during 9/11, 2001. And in many ways, the situation that is occurring right now is just as severe and is just as, what shall we say, important. In 2001, the whole dynamic around 9/11 was an opportunity for you as a country, for you as a species, to act in a more adult way, a more transformed way. And so rather than asking why the dynamic happened, and, you utilize the excuse that, they just hate us for our freedom, that's a lot of hooey. In fact, that the dynamic was and still is the unfairness of the whole system and how out of balance that whole dynamic is. Now, nature naturally will seek balance. And so now here you are 18 and a half years later facing this whole dynamic of chaos that is seeking to, what shall we say, instigate a reset. Now, the question ultimately is, how will you reset things? Will you allow others to utilize and perpetrate old forms upon you? Or will you begin to understand that you have the answers already? And it's not a dynamic of compromise, it's a dynamic of understanding that in the whole wide range of the aspect of society, of the dynamics of human nature and human interaction, that you have felt, that others have felt that they have needed to control you, because you could not be trusted, or perhaps you could not trust yourselves. And so rather than being active reality creators, so many of you spend almost all of your time allowing others to create your reality for you. Your husbands, your wives, your children, your bosses, your governments, your presidents, your religious leaders, energies like us, you rather than have to take responsibility for making your own choices, what often happens is that you will abdicate responsibility because you are afraid of making some sort of mistake. Well, is not in fact a definition of courage, the willingness to be wrong in the pursuit of what is right. Now, it is not the full aspect of courage, but it is certainly a big part of it. And so are you willing to be wrong in the pursuit of what's right? Are you willing to pay attention to the reflections of your reality, and when you are given an opportunity to make a difference, will you take it? When you have an opportunity to speak out against something that is unjust, will you take it? Oh, yeah, we're not telling you all that you need to have the courage of a soldier or courage of a warrior, but you need to be willing to stand up and say no. Maybe it's just in a very passive, very safe sort of way by writing a letter or an email to someone that is going to maybe just simply count it as one more click in a statistic. It doesn't really matter, because what really matters is that you are giving voice, even if it's just a small tentative voice, to a dynamic of belief, a dynamic that you believe in, and the more you do that, the more tangible and the more foundational will become your belief. All right? All right.